months to transform your life. What would you do? How about lose almost 2/3 of your own body weight? That is what one teacher from Pennsylvania managed to do, at one point tipping the scales at 514 pounds, more than a quarter ton. I introduce you to Brittany May.
Brittany May. She's a teacher from Pennsylvania who lost an incredible 330 pounds in just a few months. And you might be thinking that she had some kind of surgery or followed a strict diet and spent hours at the gym. But no, she had these incredible results after watching a video on the internet where she taught
how to do a simple trick with natural Mounjaro every morning.
And thanks to that video, she and thousands of other women had this transformation.
So these are the pants that Brittany used to wear. But that was the old Brittany. Now, she's lost more than 330 pounds. Let's take a look at the new Brittany May. Come on out! Woohoo!
In the follow 3 minutes, you will watch the video that transforms Brittany May's life with the For the Natural Mounjaro recipe with 3 natural ingredients.
Watch the video carefully and write down the recipe to melt at least 2 pounds in the next 24 hours.
These days, it's the talk of TikTok.
I just start dropping pounds left and right.
Clarkson emphasizing that she does not use Ozempic.
Everybody thinks it's Ozempic. It's not. It's something else.
One of the things that's helped me drop the weight is the Mounjaro.
Better than Ozempic, this exotic recipe with 4 natural ingredients mimics the effect of Mounjaro. The new slimming pen that's becoming a craze among celebrities due to its effect being 10 times more potent and faster than Ozempic, even being compared to bariatric surgery.
First of all, it's all the weight I've lost because I've lost almost 2 people.
I have lost a lot.
I'm Diana Miller, a weight loss specialist and author of the Amazon bestseller Make It Burn. And in the next 3 minutes, I'm going to reveal how you can melt away 23 to 32 pounds of fat in an incredibly short time. That's because I've discovered a new combination of natural components in this new pen, which can be made right in your kitchen and has the same effects as Mounjaro by releasing 2 human satiety hormones. And not just one, like other injectable weight loss medications. And by naturally recreating this nutrient combo from Mounjaro, we arrived at the most potent homemade formula that exists, which I affectionately call Natural Mounjaro. I'm sure you've definitely wondered how celebrities who used to be quite overweight managed to slim down overnight. Like, for example, actress Whoopi Goldberg, who always made it clear that she hated exercise and diets.
Because you can't go from close to 300 pounds because you know I didn't go to the gym.
But then, what's the secret to drying so fast? Shall we find out? Well, many celebrities have declared that they are giving up Ozempic to use Mounjaro, a more potent drug with greater side effects and even more expensive. In other words, you need to shell out $2,000 to get one of these miraculous pens. For example, the singer Adele and Oprah, who both claim to have lost around 32 pounds in less than 2 months using Mounjaro. Now, have you ever thought about having the same effects as Mounjaro and being able to lose up to 32 pounds in the next 4 weeks? Without having to cut out sweets or that delicious pizza, without having to leave work tired and head straight to the gym, without having to shell out $2,000 for a single pen, and the best part, without the terrible side effects of these medications, which include nausea, dizziness, and in some cases, even cancer. Well, now for the first time, this is possible thanks to Natural Mounjaro. And I know you might be skeptical and think it's crazy. After all, when I presented this idea to 32 of my patients, none of them initially believed it was possible. But after the first few weeks, they all came back telling me the same thing. Like Brittany, 38 years old.
11 pounds in 7 days. Seriously, folks, I never imagined that at 55 years old and post-menopause, I could lose weight so quickly. But thanks to this natural Mounjaro that Diana prescribed, I no longer have to hide behind baggy clothes or feel guilty when I go out with my husband to eat our favorite foods. The only thing I need to do is take this recipe every morning, and I know my weight will keep dropping. For the first time in decades, I found something that really works for me.
Well, that's when I realized that what seemed crazy had become a reality and had taken on proportions I never imagined. So in the next few seconds of this video, I'm going to prove to you how this works and why this has been the most important discovery for ordinary women like you and me to completely transform our bodies in just 1 month in the most affordable way possible. And I'm also going to show you how you can do this at home with just a trip to the grocery store and 20 minutes in the kitchen. So if you can't stand looking at those little rolls anymore, wishing they'd disappear with a lipo, if you can't stand looking in the mirror and feeling like no clothes fit you well, if you can't stand living this life where food is your torment, I'm here to tell you that I understand you. Because after 11 years of working with and treating women who simply hate their own bodies, I've also had many issues with mine. I used to be the chubbier one among my friends and colleagues, and that tormented me. I hated having to pull my shirt down to hide my little rolls, you know. I would look at myself in the mirror and think, how did I gain 17 more pounds so quickly? So, I can tell you that as a nutritionist and as a woman, I understand you. It's not your fault if you've tried every weird diet that these influencers talk about, like the Atkins diet, keto, paleo, or even that banana diet that went viral on the internet in recent months. But it only made women gain more and more weight. It's also not your fault if you don't have the energy to lift weights or spend an hour on the treadmill after an exhausting day. The truth they want to hide from you is that it's all related to hormones. Your entire metabolism runs on hormones. If you don't address that, you'll never move forward. And that's why the newly discovered Natural Mounjaro works so well for weight loss, because it activates the only hormone capable of eliminating fat much faster than usual. So today, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can make your own Natural Mounjaro right in your kitchen. I'll also reveal something you do every day that's condemning your metabolism and making your body gain weight constantly, even if you try to strictly follow diet and exercise protocols, since this is entirely related to insulin. You'll also discover what you should never do if you want to avoid the yo-yo effect, which is the process that leaves your body flabby and with stretch marks. And in the end, you'll learn how to eliminate belly fat within 30 days by using all the sugar you eat and your belly fat as your primary source of energy. But first, let's make a deal, okay? Are you willing to trade a few minutes of your day to find out how this Mounjaro formula can make your body shed weight like no other method has before? Do you agree? Great. If your answer was yes, stay with me. But if your answer was no, you can leave now, because this video is only for women determined to make a radical transformation in the next 15 days. So, without wasting any more time, let's get to what really matters. Where did this Natural Mounjaro come from and how do you make it? Well, as you already know, my name is Diana Miller. I'm 41 years old, and I've been a specialist in natural solutions for 11 years. I talk about this on my Instagram, in podcasts, and in articles that you might have seen around. But even though it might seem ironic, I also used to be at war with my body before I delved into the world of nutrition. I was never considered a very fat woman, but I was always that chubby one, with a rounder face, who prioritized wearing looser clothes to hide my belly, and that took a toll on my psyche, especially after I started using Instagram a lot. I compared myself so much, seeing these celebrities slimming down overnight and achieving beautiful curves, while I was stuck there, counting calories on apps, fasting once a week, only to end up in a binge-eating crisis, crying because I couldn't stick to a routine. I never understood that it wasn't my fault, but rather this horrible process I was putting myself through. My relationship with food was toxic. I was either depriving myself with a super restrictive diet, or I was devouring everything in sight during an anxiety spike. Especially sweets, my biggest weakness. That pudding, that little bakery tart with black coffee. Anyway, I always ended up back at square one, or worse, with a few extra pounds. And honestly, that's not sustainable. I couldn't bring myself to step into a gym and spend 40 minutes walking on a treadmill, staring at a wall. I like to move, but with college on my shoulders, work, deadlines, who has the focus for that? It's just not doable. And this opened the door to extreme measures, like cutting out various foods, then cutting carbs, doing more intense fasting. And in the end, nothing worked. The fat kept piling up right around my belly, and my face stayed puffy. At first it was just a few extra pounds, but the mirror made sure to remind me every time that I wasn't enough. My pants also told me, Diana, you're pushing the limits. And there I was, ashamed of myself, depressed, where a simple bite of chocolate was enough to trigger a whirlwind of horrible thoughts. Not to mention that I still had to hear comments like, wow, Diana, you look more bloated. Are you on medication? And it was in these neuroses that I decided to enter the field of nutrition with the goal of understanding my body and trying to discover why I was like this. It was early in college that I woke up to a knowledge that led me to where I am today. I learned the discipline called food technology, which mainly studies the chemical composition of foods and their effects on the body. This is where we discover that over 90% of medicines are based on natural substances. And look, even though I'm not a big fan of medicines, the world of the chemical composition of foods was love at first sight, and I specialized in it. And after graduating and working as a resident nutritionist, the wave of diabetes pens for weight loss emerged. First came Ozempic, which soon became a craze for helping with weight loss, even with the side effects it caused. And as soon as the news started spreading, I sought to find out what its chemical composition was. But to my disappointment, The molecular composition of Ozempic is semaglutide, a unique synthetic hormone that can only be replicated in a laboratory. But then Mounjaro quickly appeared, stronger, faster, and more expensive. And as soon as the first scientific articles about Mounjaro appeared, I managed to analyze and found that Mounjaro was composed of tirzepatide. And do you know what that means? To you, it might not mean anything, but to me, with over 11 years of experience in food technology, it meant a formula I could replicate by mixing 4 cheaper and healthier natural ingredients. In other words, I realized that Mounjaro was the only slimming pen with a 100% molecular base, similar to the molecular base of 4 combined foods. And from this discovery, for the first time, I managed to lose 47 pounds and never suffer from the yo-yo effect again. It didn't take long for me to stop my old practices and start prescribing this natural method to my patients, who managed to lose up to 32 pounds in 28 days without giving up their favorite foods and without gyms. In fact, the only change they had to make was adding these 4 ingredients to their routine, and that's it. And of course, without needing to spend $2,000 on a pen and living in the bathroom vomiting. Many friends even said to me,
"Diana, it looks like you had bariatric surgery."
Which was no exaggeration, since that was exactly the expected effect, just like Mounjaro, and that's how I started to be recognized in the online nutrition universe. So now let me explain how it works. You must have noticed that Ozempic and Mounjaro went viral among celebrities for weight loss, right? As I mentioned, besides the singer Kelly Clarkson, the host Oprah, and Whoopi Goldberg, many other Hollywood actresses and famous people are sculpting their bodies effortlessly and eating everything money can buy. So, what exactly is in these diabetes pens that have made celebrities all around the world lose so much weight so quickly? And why is Mounjaro ahead of all of them? Well, let's break it down. Ozempic, for example, mimics a hormone called GLP-1. Let me explain. The active ingredient in Ozempic is semaglutide, but you probably already know that. What you might not know is that semaglutide mimics a hormone called GLP-1, which is naturally produced in our guts while you eat. So, it's as if semaglutide pretends to be GLP-1. And now you might be wondering, okay, Diana, but what is this GLP-1 that allows women to lose up to 32 pounds in a month without spending hours on the treadmill, in the gym, or giving up all the sweets and fried foods? And now comes the big secret. GLP-1 is the fat molecule killer hormone. It's pretty simple to understand. GLP-1 regulates insulin. You probably already know that insulin is one of the most important hormones in the body, but now you'll understand why it's the most important hormone when it comes to weight loss. Insulin is responsible for controlling blood sugar. But what does insulin do with sugar? Well, here's the big secret. Sugar is an energy molecule, and insulin guides this sugar molecule into the cells to provide them with energy. Insulin literally takes sugar by the hand and tells it that it needs to enter the cells to keep you alive. But if you have too much insulin in your body, in other words, if your insulin levels are high, it's as if your molecules become blinded by so much insulin in front of them, and they become resistant to this insulin. And as a result, the sugar doesn't enter the cells. And that's when sugar accumulates in your body in the form of fat. This is how belly fat, thigh fat, and underarm fat are born. However, if insulin is too low, the sugar molecules also won't reach the cells, and your body will also store fat because there will be too much sugar in the blood. In other words, insulin that's too high or too low equals fat storage throughout the body. You see, the whole secret lies in insulin, right? So what's the ideal? Well, the ideal is to have a regulated amount of insulin guiding sugar molecules into the cells so that your body stays balanced and can get rid of fat reserves. And the hormone responsible for regulating insulin is GLP-1. Isn't that fantastic? But that's not all GLP-1 does. In addition to regulating insulin, it also regulates a hormone called glucagon, which is insulin's work partner. So insulin guides sugar into the cell to provide energy. Glucagon is the messenger that handles all that communication. When your body thinks there's too much sugar in the blood, go ahead and store it as fat. It's glucagon that sends that message. So, when your glucagon levels are also regulated, your body starts using fat as an energy source. Moreover, glucagon also signals your stomach to slow down digestion. This way, you feel fuller for longer, with less hunger and fewer cravings. And guess what? GLP-1 is the only one that also regulates glucagon levels. That's why the only way to kill fat in your body is by increasing GLP-1 production, because it regulates insulin and glucagon, which are the ones deciding whether your body stores or burns fat, whether it increases or decreases your satiety. And that's why Ozempic made women lose so much weight, because it literally mimics GLP-1 itself. But the biggest game changer that made women go from XXL to size M, even after 40 years old and even after multiple pregnancies, was Mounjaro, who practically performs a bariatric surgery with just one application. And the most shocking part is that these celebrities who are starting to use Mounjaro aren't changing anything in their routines, not even their diet. So what makes Mounjaro different from Ozempic? Instead of mimicking just one hormone that regulates satiety and metabolism, which is GLP-1, it mimics two, GLP-1 and GP. The function of GIP is pretty much the same, but with the action of two hormones together, the effect is enhanced, leading to more intense and faster results. And that's why it's so revolutionary. The only thing these celebrities are doing is increasing GLP-1 and GIP in their bodies with Mounjaro, and that's it. And there go 11, 22, even 32 pounds in a month, and that's why they ended up leaving Ozempic behind. The big problem is that a single pen costs $2,000, and not to mention the bomb of side effects it causes. You know that saying that nothing good comes for free? Well, it's true. Really increasing GLP-1 and GIP levels using Mounjaro can do wonders for a woman's body. But the price for that can be very high. And I'm not just talking about money, because besides this pen costing an average of $2,000, you might also pay dearly with your health. Many women are reporting terrifying side effects. More than 80% of the women using Mounjaro said they experienced severe diarrhea, vomiting, and strong stomach pains. In addition to going up to a week without going to the bathroom due to constipation problems. Unfortunately, some of these women have even developed thyroid tumors in more severe cases. And that's why I gave up on the idea of ever recommending this dangerous drug to my patients. I've always strictly followed that saying in my work, let food be your medicine. And here's where the secret comes in that no pharmaceutical company wants you to know, especially those who produce Mounjaro and sell it for $2,000 per unit. What I'm about to reveal to you is the most explosive information about weight loss in recent years, and it even became a joke at the Oscars. The truth is that there are natural foods that stimulate the production and coordination of these hormones in the same way that Mounjaro does. But you've never heard about this, and you probably never will from anywhere else, because this would cause billion-dollar losses for the biggest producers of these drugs, who, just last year, with the launch of Ozempic and Mounjaro, made around $32 billion producing these drugs, which are sold at inflated prices with one sole purpose, to profit from the supposed integrity of a brand. Imagine if all those thousands of women paying $2,000 for a pen discovered that with $5 at a grocery store and the right ingredients, they could achieve the same results, and better yet, without suffering through the process. That's why I'm risking revealing this already patented formula. But since I'm just going to teach you how to make it at home, I'm not taking too big of a risk. Still, the threats are real. My Instagram has been taken down 4 times without any apparent reason. So, I really don't know how much longer I can stay involved with this. Just to give you an idea of the power of this homemade formula made with these ingredients is called Natural Mounjaro because when combined in the right quantities and prepared the right way, it becomes a replica of this molecular formula here, which is what Mounjaro looks like chemically. But the natural formula doesn't have the same side effects, because it's not made synthetically, which makes it easier for your body to assimilate, maximizing the production of GLP-1 and GIP in your body. And with that, your body starts regulating insulin and glucagon levels within the first 5 minutes, exactly as if you had just injected yourself with Mounjaro. Blood sugar levels begin to be fully controlled by the hormones, and your fat molecules start being used as the primary energy source by your body. And with that, it will never again think about storing even a gram of fat, because as long as you're using this natural formula, the only message your brain will send is, get rid of all this fat, energy levels are great. And with that, you'll feel more energetic. Your satiety will increase. The craving for fatty and sugary foods will decrease. And the weight on the scale will start to plummet every day you step on it. 5 pounds lost, 11 pounds, 17, and up to 32 pounds in just 1 month. That's the power these ingredients have when these hormones are produced in your body. All you'll need to do is mix these ingredients, prepare them properly, and take them 20 minutes before breakfast and dinner. And that's it. The bariatric effect will start happening naturally. So, pay close attention because we've reached the most important part of this video. This is where the ingredients come in that make your body's production of GLP-1 and GIP increase like a factory's output. The first ingredient in the recipe is mountain root, a powerful nutrient cultivated for over 2,000 years in the Andes region. For many years, this powerful root was considered a sacred food by civilizations, and even used by warriors to burn fat and keep them in shape for battles. But the best part is that according to a 2018 study, it was discovered that mountain root reduces cortisol levels, the stress hormone, by 73% and increases GLP-1 levels in our body by about 117%, making it a powerful ally in fat burning and mood improvement. The second ingredient is red ginseng, a powerful nutrient popular in Japan, known for helping the Japanese maintain a slimmer body even after the age of 60. According to studies from the University of Cambridge, red ginseng can reduce the risk of diseases such as fatty liver, diabetes, and hypertension, and even increase GLP-1 levels to regulate insulin and the body's natural fat-burning process. The third ingredient is Camellia sinensis extract. According to a study published in Obesity Research, individuals who consumed Camellia sinensis reported not only weight loss, but also deeper sleep and significant improvement in their skin, reducing wrinkles, sagging, and looking 10, 15, or even 20 years younger. And finally, the fourth ingredient is tryptophan. Considered one of the most important amino acids, tryptophan helps produce serotonin, better known as the happiness hormone, which brings well-being, reducing stress and anxiety, and with that, your craving for sweets and carbs goes away. That way, you'll never feel that guilt or sense of defeat due to binge eating again. And if that's not enough, tryptophan helps reduce body fat and even increases GIP levels by about 63% during sleep. Can you believe it? Imagine a mix of ingredients that, every time you take it, is capable of activating your GLP-1 and GIP production and turning your body into a fat-burning machine 24/7. That's the power of the secret that pharmaceutical industries have tried to hide from you all this time. And that's why, after seeing all these studies, I was very excited to test this mix as soon as possible. However, a big problem arose. These ingredients must be mixed in an exact manner, following a daily schedule, and that's where things got complicated. The Mounjaro injection needs to be administered weekly to keep GLP-1 and GIP levels consistent. Since it's a synthetic and potent medication, the exact dosage is calculated from the moment it's manufactured in the lab, so much so that you use it once and then discard the pen. With natural compounds, it's a bit different. You need to administer daily doses on your own to maintain the same consistent effects as Mounjaro, taking into account the specific characteristics of each compound. Just to give you an idea of how challenging this is, there's a technique learned in nursing and pharmacology courses for medication dosing called ponderal dosing, and that's exactly what I had to do with myself during the testing process. Think about it like this. We need to manage your body as if it were a balance of hormones. Every week your body reacts differently to the compounds, so we need to keep adjusting to maintain a consistent effect. I have to tweak an ingredient here, change a dosage there, to always keep the levels just right and in a simple way. That's when I realized that mixing these ingredients in a different proportion every day wouldn't be feasible. I needed something precise and more practical, especially with my busy routine of work, home activities, studies, and family. Knowing this, I began looking for laboratories that naturally produce these nutrients, and I asked them to send me the pure extract of this natural Mounjaro, and as soon as the package with the solution arrived at home, I started taking it every morning on an empty stomach. Deep down, I had zero expectations. But as soon as I started using this tonic every morning within the first 2 days, I felt a wave of energy, motivation, focus, and incredible mental clarity. I simply didn't feel as hungry as before, even with anxiety crises. After 10 days, I already felt my jeans getting looser. And when I stepped on the scale, I almost fainted. I had lost 18 pounds, more than 1 pound per day. I continued using it daily, and after 2 months I had burned an incredible 47 pounds. And the best part, effortlessly, eating everything I always ate and without gaining any weight back. I was shocked every day when I looked in the mirror in the morning and put on the clothes I hadn't worn for ages. And it wasn't just me. After he saw my transformation, my husband, David, started complimenting me and looking at me with that passion in his eyes again. It felt like we'd gone back to our dating days, you know? And it wasn't long before my friends started commenting on my new photos and asking what I was doing to lose weight so quickly. Well, I still needed more data to ensure that this solution could work for anyone. So I requested more samples of natural Mounjaro solution from the same laboratory and sent them to some of my patients at my clinic, following an individual guideline for each person based on their weight and height. And here's what happened.
Hi, I'm Sarah, Diana's friend, and since I started taking this natural Mounjaro that she gave me, my life has completely changed. For me, the worst part of being overweight was having to settle for wearing clothes that fit me, not the clothes I liked. I only wore workout pants. In those loose, long shirts, I confess that I had already given up on feeling beautiful. But look at me today. In just 2 weeks of taking this natural Mounjaro, I felt an absolutely huge difference. I'm more energetic and patient. In total, I've already lost 14 pounds effortlessly, and I will keep taking it until I lose 23.
And no, none of them joined a gym, followed any specific diet, or even stopped eating sweets. And the most incredible part was when I received this video from Chelsea, who lost almost 44 pounds in just a month and a half.
Guys, in just 4 months, I've lost an incredible 44 pounds. I'm not lying. 2 months ago, I looked very different. This is me today, and the transformation is clear and noticeable. If I told you, no one would believe it. So I'm here recording this video to prove it's true. It's happening to me, a mother of 3 who had never been able to lose even 6 pounds since their birth. Despite having tried everything, I was at rock bottom. I had no self-esteem and didn't believe in anything anymore until God put Diana in my life. And she recommended this natural Mounjaro. I have to honestly confess that at first I really didn't believe that taking this once a day would melt all that belly fat. But believe me, this is real. I am living proof of it. I've never seen anything so powerful.
At that moment, I was certain that I had found a purpose. The purpose of changing the lives of more women who suffer at the hands of this greedy industry, struggling with being overweight. Because thanks to this natural Mounjaro, these women were, perhaps for the first time in decades, feeling free again. Free to have the body they always dreamed of without ever feeling ashamed and hiding behind loose clothes. Free to eat whatever they want without feeling guilty or being judged by others. And free to live a dignified life far from the overweight that has stolen their lives all these years. Well, to conclude the study, we imported another large quantity of these natural Mounjaro ingredients and tested it on a group of online volunteers. There were 1850 men and women aged 30 to 85 of all shapes and sizes who were 15 to 100 pounds overweight. After 90 days, my team and I conducted some tests with the volunteers and found increases of 400% to 900% in the levels of GLP-1 and GIP hormones in their bodies. Anxiety disappeared. Sleep quality improved by nearly 250%. Their skin was firmer and muscles were more toned. Heart and artery health was completely renewed. 96% of participants lost more than 24 pounds, and the average weight loss was 50 pounds. Some even lost up to 76 pounds without suffering from the yo-yo effect. And before you think otherwise, none of them stepped into a gym, followed any kind of diet, or even stopped eating sweets. All they did was take this natural solution and increase the levels of GLP-1 and GIP in their body as if they had spiked themselves with Mounjaro, but the best part, 100% natural, healthy, and without side effects. And now it's your turn. Today is the day you say goodbye to unwanted fat and the excess weight you've been carrying and start a new chapter in your life. From today on, your only concern will be buying new clothes and completely renewing your wardrobe. After all, your clothes won't fit anymore with all those pounds you're going to lose. Because after so many people started getting incredible results using the natural Mounjaro formula, I had to partner with Lion Biotech, one of the most prestigious factories in the US, registered with the FDA and certified by GMP for good manufacturing practices. To produce a formula here in the US that concentrated this extract, we even spent months improving the formula. And that's the main reason I made this video, to introduce you to Barry Drops, the only 100% natural and effective solution that contains the right concentration and proportion of the natural Mounjaro ingredients, so you can increase your GIP and GLP-1 production and eliminate up to 32 pounds of fat in the next 28 days. I want you to be the next to have your body, your self-esteem, and your health renewed starting today. The choice is yours if you continue with me, because unlike the deceitful solutions that the corrupt industry wants you to buy, Barry Drops strikes right at the root cause of your overweight and makes your body burn fat automatically 24/7. And besides, it's totally safe, manufactured in the United States at our facilities, registered by the Federal Drug Administration, and certified by GMP. Barry Drops undergoes additional third-party inspections and quality control to ensure its high purity and potency. Take a look at Anne's case, a 45-year-old who managed to lose 39 pounds of fat after being overweight for more than 10 years and reversed her type 2 diabetes.
Girls, I need to tell you how Barry Drops literally saved my life, no joke. I never imagined that after 10 years of trying every diet and workout, and at 37 years old, I would be able to lose 34 pounds in less than 40 days. And not only that, after I started using these drops, even my doctor was shocked by my sugar levels and said I had managed to reverse my type 2 diabetes, which honestly, I thought I would never escape because it runs in my family for decades. So I really have no words to express my happiness for finding these delicious and super easy to take drops. By the way, please set aside my stock because my 6 bottles are already running out.
In addition to her, there was Linda, who lost 17 pounds in only 2 weeks. weeks even after being overweight for almost 2 decades.
Girls, second week since the first time I took Barry drops. I just weighed myself and almost literally fell over. 17 points in 2 weeks. I cannot believe it. I had gotten out of the bath and my husband was sitting on the bed, and I noticed him looking at me with that different expression, as if he wanted to pull me and throw me on the bed right then, you know? And seriously, it had been years since I saw him with that expression, but all of that changed since I started taking this Barry drops. So seriously guys, I just have to really thank you all so much for everything, and I think my husband does too.
In addition to them, over 107,000 men and women from around the world are already losing 15, 30, and even 72 pounds of pure fat. And now it's time for you to finally lose that belly that has been bothering you for years and achieve the sexy body you deserve. Close your eyes and imagine this for a second. Imagine calmly walking into your favorite store and spending hours seeing all the clothes fitting perfectly on your body. You will feel so good about yourself that you'll want to take all of them home. Imagine seeing the happiness and pride in your children's and grandchildren's eyes as you play with them for hours without feeling tired, with virtually infinite energy. Imagine hearing your friends sigh with envy when they see you achieving such a young, sexy, and beautiful body that catches everyone's attention. Now tell me, how much would all this be worth? You'll never feel bad again for having eaten a burger the night before, and you won't have to worry about health problems due to being overweight. You are just one step away from regaining your self-esteem and seeing how fun life can be again. I want you to be a part of this, and that's why we've reserved the next 89 bottles of Barry drops for people who are already determined to take the first step towards their new life starting today. One bottle is enough for 10 days, but if you are over 35 years old or need to lose more than 15 pounds, it is recommended that you use at least 3 bottles of Barry drops. However, as a general rule, after seeing the positive results of people who needed to lose more than 15 pounds, we recommend taking 6 bottles to ensure the best and most lasting results. Only in this way will your body definitely increase the levels of GLP-1 and GIP hormones and ensure you'll never gain a pound back with the yo-yo effect. This way, you ensure that you will stay slim forever. But first, I need to warn you. Since most people usually order 6 bottles at once, we don't know how long our stock will last. It's very likely that our current batch will sell out in the next few hours, as we only have 89 bottles left at the moment. So, you need to hurry to secure the opportunity to place your order today and not have to wait a few more months. After all, Barry Drops is carefully produced only in small batches every 6 months, as this process is essential to ensure the quality of the product. Before granting access to Barry Drops, I need to show you how to use it correctly. In the morning, just drop a few drops directly into your mouth or into a glass of water, whichever you prefer, so the formula starts to take effect in your body. But pay attention. Do you remember when I said that each person should take a personalized dose of natural Mounjaro based on their weight, height, and other characteristics? That's why, along with the Barry Drops, you'll also receive an app on your phone with all the instructions on how to use this formula in the most personalized way possible. This is the best way to ensure that your GIP and GLP-1 production will be fully regulated, making you burn all your fat without that yo-yo effect. That's the goal of the app.
2 months and 32 pounds already lost using Barry Drops, which is incredible. And the best part, without gaining a single pound back. Seriously, folks, I honestly and utterly never imagined I could lose so much weight so quickly without even stepping into a gym. Personally, what impressed me the most about the Barry Drop is that everything is personalized for my body type within the app. Not those generic doses that other products put on the label for anyone to take and you don't even know how it works. I just need to enter my weight and height into the app and it accurately calculates the exact number of drops I need to take per day, not to mention the incredible bonuses inside that left me impressed. By the way, after I followed the recipe for tonic number 8 that you taught in the diet guide, my sugar levels woke up below 90 for the first time in many months. It's simply incredible. I've never seen anything like it.
Far beyond losing weight, you will experience a renewal of your life, your health, and your self-esteem. Don't delay this transformation. Barry Drops has everything you need to finally win the battle against the scale and regain control of your body. It doesn't matter if you've tried diets, fasting, and even those ineffective capsules that end up being nothing more than placebos. It doesn't matter your genetics, your eating habits, or your age. It doesn't matter if you gained weight after pregnancy or if you're in menopause. Can you already imagine yourself a few weeks from now standing in front of the mirror and feeling proud of the image you see? Think about how incredible it will feel to see every outfit fitting well on your body and your husband desiring you like he did 20 years ago. How much is it worth to you to be the protagonist of your own life? The person who can eat more freely without worries or regrets the next day? How much is it worth to you to feel free and happy with your own body? I imagine that this is priceless for you. That's why I need to emphasize this. You are facing the greatest opportunity to change the course of your body, health, and self-esteem. When I announced on my social media that we were about to release probably the last batch of the year of Barry Drops, I was bombarded with messages from people saying they would pay up to $700 for a single bottle. Can you believe it? Listen to this audio I received from Serena on my Instagram.
Diana, please don't tell me that the stock of Barry Drops is going to run out, right? You have no idea how much it has changed my life. I went from size L in clothes, and I'm finally wearing M like I always wanted. And all this in less than 45 days. I'm feeling much more satisfied. My energy levels are through the roof, and even my kids love playing with me every day when they get home from school. I can't live without this anymore. Truly, I'll even pay $700 per bottle if necessary.
But even knowing that you won't have to pay another dollar on diet foods, medications, or gyms, and that $700 is an almost symbolic price that thousands of people would pay for the new life they've gained with Barry Drops. My goal has never been to make money from this discovery. I've been in your shoes and I know what you're going through. I know what it's like to feel your health, confidence, and self-esteem being destroyed every day you look in the mirror and wonder how things got to this point. That's why I've dedicated months and months of my life to this research and decided to put myself against the corrupt industries in this video to show you something that really works. Barry Drops has already changed the lives of over 107,000 men and women worldwide. And I want the next testimonial I receive to be yours. And that's why the price of Barry Drops in the last batch of the year will not be at $700. You are here placing your trust in us. And so I ask you, are you ready to change your life starting today? I have prepared an exclusive offer with a breathtaking bonus. You won't even pay half of the $700, which would be $350, or even half of that, which would be $175. Only today, in this presentation, until 11:59 p.m., you can get one bottle of Barry Drops for just $69. But as I mentioned, Barry Drops is produced in small batches every 6 months. And since most people buy 3, 6, and sometimes even 12 bottles, I wouldn't be surprised if our current 89 bottles run out within the next hour. That's why I'm going to do something even more special for those of you who want to ensure longer lasting results and don't want to leave anything to chance. In summary, the more bottles you buy, the cheaper it will be. If you choose the 6-bottle treatment, you will pay only $49 per bottle. That's more than 30% off, the lowest price in history. With just one bottle, you can already see results, but you will probably need to purchase more in the future to have more lasting effects. And since we don't know when another batch will be produced, you risk running out. It's important to emphasize that if you interrupt the treatment halfway without achieving the results you want, you may have to start all over again. That's why I always recommend the 6-bottle treatment. Besides ensuring a greater discount, it brings the best results. 6 bottles ensure the maximum increase of GLP-1 and GIP hormones and the most lasting results possible. There are reports of women who have lost up to 78 pounds without gaining a single pound back. This package is being offered only now and will very likely sell out within the next hour. That's why I'm going to do something even crazier. The first 10 people who purchase the 6-bottle package of Barry Drops will get a private consultation with me via Zoom and will receive my book Make It Burn, autographed by me at home. And there's more. These 10 people will also receive a $500 gift card to use at any Zara store. And to top it all off, only the first 10 people to secure their 6-bottle package of Barry Drops will receive 100% cash back on the value of the 6 bottles back to their bank account immediately. That's right. In addition to receiving all the special bonuses, your order will be 100% free. Have you ever seen anyone do that? But as I said, this is only for the first 10 people to secure their 6-bottle pack of Barry Drops. And these first 10 start counting from right now. Click the button below to be directed to our purchase page and secure your kit of 6 bottles of Barry Drops. If the stock is still available, you have the chance to secure your bottles today. After that, you will be directed to a 100% secure page with state-of-the-art encryption. None of the information you provide will be saved, and all your data is protected by law. Fill in your details, confirm your order, and we will ship it the same day after the payment is completed. The product will arrive at your door in 3 to 5 business days, depending on the region you live in. You can contact our support team by email, available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. To help you, Barry Drops is only available on this official page and nowhere else. Not on Amazon, eBay, GNC, or Walgreens. I have removed all intermediaries to offer you, who are here on our official page, the best price available. Remember, the bottles are selling very quickly and are expected to sell out within the next few hours, and this special offer is only valid today. The last thing I want is for you to come back in a few hours and find out there are no bottles left. That's why 93% of people choose the 6-bottle kit to ensure long-lasting results and avoid the yo-yo effect. Additionally, they save a lot of money. And since you stayed with me until now, I made sure to reserve your bottles. But if you close this page, they will be given to someone else. Click the button below now and secure your discount. Although we have received hundreds of 5-star reviews on Trustpilot, if you are still skeptical, I understand. After all, the $78 billion weight loss industry has been lying to you for decades, claiming that diets, exercises, and cosmetic procedures are the only options to get rid of belly, thigh, and butt fat. They don't want you to discover an easy, simple, and affordable solution because then you won't spend a lot of money on the deceptive products they sell. No wonder the weight loss industry spends tens of millions every year trying to hide this from you. So, to prove that our solution works and that you have absolutely nothing to worry about, you are covered by our 60-day guarantee. If for any reason you are not satisfied with Barry Drops, something that has never happened with our customers, just send us an email and we will refund 100% of your investment. No questions asked. Your investment is 100% safe and risk-free. This means you don't have to decide anything today. I'm not asking for a yes, just a maybe. You will have up to 60 days to decide, but you will most likely see the results and how much your investment has paid off within the first week. I'm doing this because, unlike pharmaceutical companies, I am aware of the power of our product. In other words, your risk is zero. Choose your package before it's too late. And just for those of you who are still here, I want to give some exclusive gifts to those who purchase the 3 or 6 bottle package of Barry Drops. You will also receive some exclusive bonuses within the app. The first is the ebook One Day Detox Kickstart, which cleanses the gut to optimize the increase of the GLP-1 and promote your fat burning. In it, you will have access to a powerful bedtime ritual capable of performing a complete cleanse of your gut. The second is the Fortifying Smoothies, a sequence of 7 100% natural smoothies that you can make at home using common ingredients to help fully restore health, such as the grape trick that stimulates endothelial cell production, clearing vision, the Greek smoothie that increases bone lubrication and reduces joint pain almost immediately, and much, much more. The third bonus is the guide with 9 tonics to control diabetes and blood sugar levels. In it, I teach you the red apple recipe that hydrates dry feet, stimulates collagen production, and cures the famous diabetic foot once and for all. The fourth is the secret recipe of the Indian cocktail, capable of reducing varicose veins, spider veins, and swelling in 21 days. And finally, you will also learn the 3-minute Thai massage capable of accelerating your libido by up to 8 times. All these gifts included add up to a total value of $540. And guess what? All of them will be yours for free when you purchase one of the 2 larger packages, the 3 or 6 bottle kit. Can you see that this is the best offer I can give you and that it is different from anything you have ever seen? Just to recap, by buying today you get Barry Drops, which is the only 100% natural and safe solution capable of attacking the root cause of your excess weight, making you lose up to 18 pounds of pure fat in the next 2 weeks. You get the online app with 5 exclusive bonuses. Just that is worth $540, but today you get it for free if you buy the 3 or 6 bottle package. Well, now you must be wondering, is there more? Look, I didn't want to say anything, but there is. Everyone loves surprises, and there is a surprise I want to give to those who secure 6 bottles of Barry Drops. I can't tell you what it is, but I can tell you what it's not. It's not a book, more bottles, or anything else you might imagine. It's something individual, personalized, and it sells for almost $600. But only those who choose 6 bottles will receive this gift 100% free. I won't spoil the surprise, but I imagine that everyone who takes advantage of this opportunity will have a big smile from ear to ear when they receive this gift at home. Okay, it's time to act now. You have 2 paths to choose from today. Option 1, you ignore everything you saw today. You ignore all the incredible studies that prove the cause of your excess weight is in your gut and not on diets or exercises. You can ignore the power of the GLP-1 and GIP hormones and how it is the key to burning calories like never before. You can choose to ignore the doctors who have staked their reputations on the effectiveness of this weight loss solution and all the real stories of men and women who discovered Barry Drops before you. You can do exactly what the weight loss industry wants you to do and move on, pretending you didn't hear me. I think you already know what will happen if you choose this option. Your life will continue as it is, struggling to lose weight and suffering from low self-esteem, lack of energy, joint pain, and clothes that don't fit well on your body. In other words, in this option, your life remains stagnant, with nothing changing, struggling with crazy diets and eating plans that only make you feel hungry and heavier and more exhausted every day. A path of darkness where you will be a prisoner of your own body and wonder daily, why is it so hard to get in shape and lose weight like everyone else? If you decide to follow this path, think about what will change in your life today. What will happen if you don't act now? This means more diets, more exercises, and more humiliations. I know you don't want that. The average average American spends $111,500 on weight loss attempts over a lifetime. That is the financial cost of doing nothing. However, the human cost is much higher. Heart attacks, stroke, diabetes, Alzheimer's disease, whose risk increases greatly when you're overweight, not to mention insomnia, anxiety, brain fog, depression, and mental turmoil that this can bring, shortening your life by years, even decades. Is this really a risk you want to take? There is a way out of this, which is simply to say yes now to your new life by securing one of the bottles of Barry Drops before it runs out of stock. Because deep down, you know it's time for you to change your reality. A reality free of belly fat, thigh fat, butt fat, and lower back fat. This opportunity is opening up for you now. All you need to do is click the button below. A risk-free decision with a 60-day satisfaction guarantee. You are one click away from having your self-esteem and health restored, a completely free life, and feeling good about yourself. Think about how your husband, friends, and even your family will be proud of the new version of you that you can become. Starting today, think about how great it will feel to wear a short dress or a bikini at the beach, attracting attention without fear or shame of what others are thinking about you. Seeing yourself in the mirror, admiring yourself, and feeling healthier and younger than ever, with the energy to play for hours with your children or grandchildren, seeing them grow up, get married, and have their own children. Plus, you can go on vacation and eat your favorite foods at restaurants without shame, embarrassment, or fear of waking up heavier the next day. Imagine hearing your doctor say that you are healthy, that your heart, lungs, and organs are miraculously renewed. As your sex drive returns and your hormones balance out, you can be free again. You deserve to live a long and happy life. This is undoubtedly the easiest option. You have everything to gain and nothing to lose. Just decide that you love yourself enough to say yes now. Click now on the button below this video and choose your promotional package. Remember, we recommend 3 or 6 promotional bottles for longer lasting results. And don't forget, your order is protected by our 60-day risk-free guarantee. If you are not satisfied with your results within 2 months, just send an email and we will immediately refund every penny. But time is running out. The units are running out, so act fast and make the right decision for you and your family. I think you are ready to start. Click right now on the button below this video to secure your package with these special conditions. I can't wait to hear your transformation story. Thank you for listening to me. Will Barry Drops work for me? Well, if you suffer from fat accumulation in the belly, back, and abdomen, and if you've tried all kinds of diets and exercises but nothing worked, then the answer is yes. Barry Drops has changed the lives of over 107,000 women and men aged 35 to 80. But if for some rare reason this doesn't happen for you, which is practically impossible, you will be protected by our strict 60-day money-back guarantee. How does Barry Drops work? Barry Drops is the world's first clinically proven product that rapidly increases the slimming bacteria in your gut. By boosting the production of good bacteria, you accelerate your metabolism and automatically increase your daily calorie expenditure by 400% to 900%. What's inside Barry Drops? Inside each bottle is the pure extract containing the exact proportion of natural Mounjaro solution that's responsible for increasing the GLP-1 hormone inside your body. Is Barry Drops safe? Barry Drops is a completely natural formula manufactured in the United States at our FDA registered and GMP certified facilities using state-of-the-art precision engineering machines and under the strictest and most sterile standards. Each ingredient is 100% plant-based, soy-free, dairy-free, vegetarian, and non-GMO, and undergoes additional third-party and quality control to ensure high purity and potency. The only reported side effect of Barry Drops is making you throw away your loose clothes and spend hours in the fitting room trying on new clothes. What if Barry Drops don't work for me? Well, that's practically impossible, but we also know that nothing has a 100% success rate, and that's why every bottle of Barry Drops comes with our personal 60-day 100% money-back guarantee. How many bottles should I order? If you are over 35 or overweight, I recommend using 6 bottles to have enough time to normalize your gut bacteria and achieve your desired weight without ever regaining it. What's the best way to take Barry Drops? You can take a few drops of Barry Drops every morning according to the plan described in the app, which you will also receive access to via email. Is this a one-time payment? Yes, your order today is a one-time payment with no subscriptions or hidden charges. How long does it take for the product to arrive? We ship orders the same day they are received. If you are in the United States, you can receive your package within 5 business days. If you are outside the United States, the time will be longer, depending on local carriers. Finally, the last question. What do I do now? Well, this is the fun part. Click the button below now and choose your preferred package. Enter your order details on our secure checkout page. Once you're done, we'll ship it to you immediately. Remember that your order is covered by our 60-day 100% money-back guarantee, so there is no risk for you. Stock is running out quickly and prices may rise at any time, so go ahead, click the button below and place your order. Upon completing your purchase, my team will contact you to provide details about your order. Thank you.